is a tiny worm. It is a parasite. This means it lives inside another living being. This being is called a host. Humans are its main host. The worm lives in the small intestine. It causes a disease called ancylostomiasis. This is a type of hookworm infection. This worm has a common name. It is often called the Old World hookworm. It is a hookworm because of its mouth. Its mouth has parts that look like hooks or teeth. It uses these parts to attach itself firmly. It attaches to the lining of the intestine. This attachment can make people very sick. It can cause a significant loss of blood, leading to anemia. It is found in many parts of the world. It is most common in warm places. It also thrives in places that are moist. Poor sanitation greatly helps the worm spread. This occurs when human waste is not managed safely. It is classified as a soil-transmitted helminth. This means the infection spreads through contaminated soil. Millions of people globally are at risk of this infection. This essay will explain its fascinating life cycle. Understanding this worm's journey is very important. The life cycle is quite complex and involves several stages. It has many different and distinct developmental phases. Some stages of its life happen inside the human body. Other crucial stages happen in the external soil environment. We will look carefully at each step of this cycle. This knowledge is essential to help us fight the worm effectively. The life cycle of Ancylostoma duodenale begins with eggs. These microscopic eggs are passed out in feces. They require warm, moist soil to develop. The eggs hatch into larvae in the soil. This soil phase is crucial for the infection cycle. When hookworm eggs land in warm, moist soil, they begin to develop. The ideal temperature is between 23 and 30 degrees Celsius. Hatching starts if these conditions are met. This takes about 1 to 2 days. The embryo matures rapidly. A tiny larva emerges from the eggshell. This marks the beginning of its life outside a host. The soil provides shelter and food. The larva is called the rhabditiform larva, also known as the L1, or first-stage larva. It is around 250 micrometers long. The rhabditiform larva cannot infect humans. Its primary role is to feed and grow. It has a muscular esophagus for ingesting food. This stage is free living in the soil. It is a crucial period of growth and development. The rhabditiform larva is quite active in the soil. It moves around in the thin films of moisture between soil particles. It feeds primarily on bacteria and other organic matter found in the soil. This feeding provides the necessary nutrients for its growth. It needs to consume enough energy to prepare for its next transformation. The larva is vulnerable during this stage. Dry conditions or extreme temperatures can kill it. It must find suitable microhabitats to survive. During this period of feeding and growth, the rhabditiform larva molts. Molting is a process where the larva sheds its outer cuticle or skin. This shedding allows the larva to increase in size. The rhabditiform larva undergoes 2 such molts in the soil. After the first molt, it becomes the L2 stage larva. It continues to feed and grow as an L2 larva. Then it molts a second time, transforming significantly. The second molt marks its transition to the next critical stage. After 5 to 10 days in the soil, the larva changes. The rhabditiform larva transforms into the filariform larva. This stage is also referred to as the L3 larva. It is longer and more slender, typically 500 to 700 micrometers long. This filariform larva is the infective stage for humans. They migrate upwards in the soil, especially after rain. They can also climb onto low-lying vegetation like blades of grass. Here they remain in a questing posture, waiting. They are sensitive to stimuli such as vibrations, heat, and carbon dioxide. They must find a host before their energy reserves are depleted. Section 5. Breaching the barrier, skin penetration. The infection begins when filariform larvae contact human skin. This often happens with bare feet on contaminated soil. People walking barefoot are at high risk. Children playing in such soil are vulnerable. Agricultural workers handling soil without protection can be infected. Any skin surface can be a point of entry. Feet, hands, and legs are common sites. The larvae are small but determined invaders. They penetrate the skin without needing a cut. They burrow directly through intact skin. Enzymes dissolve skin tissues, creating an opening. The larvae wriggle through the epidermis into the dermis. This process can take several minutes to an hour. The host might not notice the invasion immediately. Sometimes it causes a localized skin reaction. This reaction is often called ground itch. It appears as an itchy rash with small bumps. This occurs at the site where the larvae entered. The itching is caused by the body's immune response. Not everyone experiences this symptom. The larvae do not remain in the skin for long. They aim to reach deeper tissues and blood vessels. Once they breach the skin, their journey continues. They seek out small blood vessels or lymphatic vessels. Upon finding one, they enter the circulatory system. This allows for systemic spread within the host. The larva is now an internal parasite. It has overcome the body's primary physical defense. From this point, it will use the host's own systems. It travels to reach its next site of development. The journey continues within the host. It travels to reach its next site of development. Section 6. The Great Migration through bloodstream to lungs. After entering a blood vessel or lymphatic channel, the larvae are transported. They're carried passively by the flow of blood or lymph fluid. They travel like tiny passengers on a vast internal river system. Eventually, they reach the right side of the heart. From the right ventricle, they are pumped towards the lungs via the pulmonary arteries. In the lungs, they encounter the pulmonary capillaries. These capillaries are tiny blood vessels surrounding the alveoli. The larvae break out and enter the alveolar spaces. This is where gas exchange normally occurs in the lungs. The larvae have now moved from the circulatory system into the respiratory system. This transition can cause some damage and inflammation in the lung tissue. The presence of these migrating larvae in the lungs can provoke symptoms. Some infected individuals may experience a cough. Wheezing or shortness of breath can also occur in some cases. A mild fever is sometimes associated with this phase of infection. These symptoms are collectively known as Loeffler's syndrome in severe cases. This reflects the body's inflammatory response to the larval invasion. However, many infections may proceed with minimal or no lung symptoms. The larvae do not remain in the alveoli permanently. The lungs serve as a temporary site for further development. While in the lungs, the larvae continue to mature. They may undergo another molt, growing larger and stronger. They are preparing for the next stage of their intricate journey. Their ultimate goal is the small intestine. The lungs are a crucial but intermediate stopover point. Their migration is a testament to their adaptive capabilities. Section 7. The journey continues, swallowed into the small intestine. From the air sacs, the larvae must reach the digestive tract. They travel upwards through the respiratory system. The larvae are swept along with mucus, swallowed. They enter the digestive system. They survive the stomach's acid. Finally, they reach the small intestine. Here, they develop into adult worms. Section 8. Maturation, becoming an adult hookworm. Upon reaching the small intestine, the larvae have found their definitive habitat. The conditions in the small intestine, particularly the duodenum and jejunum, are ideal. This environment provides the necessary shelter and nutrients for their final maturation. The journey from skin penetration to arrival in the intestine takes about a week. Now the final transformation into an adult worm begins. This molt allows them to develop into sexually mature adult hookworms. Once attached, they feed on the host's blood and tissue fluids. The entire process from skin penetration to mature, egg-laying adult worms takes about 5 to 6 weeks. Section 9. Closing the loop, reproduction and egg release. Once the adult hookworms mature in the small intestine, they begin to reproduce. Hookworms have separate sexes. Mating occurs within the host's small intestine. The male uses its copulatory bursa to grasp the female and transfer sperm. Fertilization occurs internally. A female can lay thousands of eggs daily. Eggs are released into the intestinal lumen and mix with food and waste. They are expelled with feces, closing the parasitic life cycle. Sanitation and hygiene are crucial in preventing transmission.